Hi, today we're talking about apologies through the lens of attachment styles. There are three attachment styles: avoidant, anxious, and then the fearful avoidant. They often respond to hurt and conflict in distinct ways. So, aiming your apology to fit the style can make it more effective and help repair trust faster. If you're unsure which style you lean towards, think about whether you focus more on your own feelings, their feelings, or concrete steps you'll take to repair things. Let's start with the avoidant style. If you tend toward an avoidant or dismissive style, the goal is to acknowledge the impact without dwelling in the emotional drama. Start with a brief acknowledgement of what happened and the hurt that you caused. Take responsibility and outline a practical next step. For example, I'm sorry for what I did. I understand it hurt you and I take responsibility for the impact. I'm not making any excuses here. I'll keep this brief and focus on what changes next. Avoid excessive emotional pleas or blaming the other person. A quick, concrete add-on helps, such as, hey, listen, I'm sorry I snapped at you yesterday. I was stressed, but that's not your fault. I'll work on staying calm and I'll text you before I respond when I'm upset. The key is to be concise, own your part, and then show that you'll take practical steps to prevent a repeat. Okay, now on to the anxious style. If you lean towards an anxious style, the priority here is reassurance, warmth, and clarity that you're committed to repair. Lead with care and a clear invitation to collaborate on repair. For example, I'm sorry for hurting you. I care about you and our relationship. I want to make this right. What can I do to help you feel safer and more heard? So avoid vague apologies or defensiveness. Acknowledge your behavior specifically and offer a concrete action. You can say, I'm sorry I interrupted you during your talk. I care about what you think. And I'll pause, listen, and ask you what you need from me right now. So if they need more connection, you can add, listen, I'm here and I'm committed to making this better for us. So I hope you start to see the difference between how an avoider would like an apology and how the anxious would like an apology, okay? So now let's go into the fearful, avoidant, or disorganized style. If you identify with this style, you want to acknowledge both your part and the impact. So at the same time, you're going to be offering honesty about your own fears and a plan to rebuild trust. It takes a lot more vulnerability to apologize to the fearful avoidant. So you lead with an honest acknowledgement and a commitment to consistency. For example, I'm sorry for my part and how it affected you. I want to be honest about my own fear of getting too close and I'm working on it. So let's agree on steps to rebuild trust. Avoid mixed